Happy birthday, Gemini. Look at me getting your reading to you early. I mean, have you ever heard of such a thing? Not for me. Um, but I feel like you need to have your reading by your birthday. Why am I holding this ball? Well, I call this ball Wilson. And I was at the park one day and I saw it there all by itself. No kids around. I was just walking. Matter of fact, I walked by it a couple times and it just grabbed my attention and it looked so lonely. So I thought I'm going to take it home. So I have. And it's like, it helps me relieve stress now. And I call it Wilson from the movie with Tom Hanks. But I feel energy in it. Anyway, I felt like I needed to close my window to do your reading. And when I did, this Wilson I don't know how to explain it, but where I have them just kind of jumped up and then rolled underneath where my feet would be. So, I don't know. I don't know if someone needed to see this. I have to say this is great for working out kinks in your back. It's just relaxing to me. Like, I like it just like that, just throwing it back and forth. Okay, so we have that. I am gonna let Wilson stay, put him right over there. And something else I want to do for you. You know, when I got these cards, the Tarot Illuminato, first of all, it's very seldom that I will read the book from a deck of cards. Because I read intuitively anyways, and these included, and they're really meant to be read intuitively. But this book that comes with it, I just love the wording and I don't know, I just love it. And so when I think of you, Gemini, I think of the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And at first I thought, well, do I really, because I think of the lovers. And then I thought, well, no, when I say the lovers to someone, the lover's card comes out. It's meant as, I don't know, an action. But when I do your reading, I always see you as the Queen and King of Swords. So what I want to do is I want to start your reading. I hope you're okay with this, but I read through here the Queen and King of Swords. Now I am Gemini Moon. This is for, Sun, Moon, Rising, but also if you were guided. That's right, I gotta go find them. And I read it, and, I was laughing. I was thinking, no way. And then I thought about it because I was thinking about myself and how I am, and I was like, yeah, maybe. So I'm going to read you what is written about the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, okay? Because this is our inner working. I mean, I know, and I know a lot of you, I know a lot of your energy. Okay, let me just read. So she's called the Cold Teacher of Wisdom. Where would the wisest men of the world be if there were no teachers, no communicators, nobody to impart wisdom? The mind must have a guide, a channel into which it may flow. Yet my teaching is not the gentle kind, coaxing and coddling to understanding. Under my tutelage, you will hone your wisdom to the finest precision. You will learn to be right, and you will dare to know more than others think you should. Listen to my words of wisdom, and you will become a lover of wisdom. Ignore them, and I will give you no second chance. I may be a queen, but I am not your mother, nor your lover, nor a lofty idea of a goddess. You must learn to rely on nobody but yourself, and think for nobody but yourself. You are the only person responsible for your thoughts, ideas, perceptions, and do not blame me if you have not learned your lessons quickly enough. Wow. Um, I find that straight to the point, and I love that because there's many times, even though I have the longest readings in the world, which is crazy, but when I look at a challenge, a problem, you know, that's what I feel like. Okay, let's read the king. Now listen, this is definitely the male, right? But this can also be both sides, because we are Gemini, right? King of Swords, the strategy in action. You do not have to like me. I am not here to be your friend or your confidant. I care little for your pretty concerns and worries. They are minor trifles in the face of the bigger picture, and I see the picture in its entirety. Before me is the world, a great puzzle to be solved, a machine that must be kept working and powered by new discoveries. Behind me is a carefully constructed now I'm not going to be able to say the word, constructed strategic plan and every single action, no matter how small, no matter how detailed, has been intentional and directional towards my goal. Be a part of my plan, share my vision, understand my logic, and you may be of use to me, and I to you. Stand in the way of my strategy, and I shall not hesitate to exert all of my strength of will to cut you from my world. As I said, you do not have to like me, but I do know best. I mean, come on, guys. I love that. I know it to some it sounds icy, it sounds cold. Maybe it's the Mercury. I don't know. Because I'm also Virgo Sun. Because I totally get this. It's not how maybe I do talk to you guys this way. Wow. I don't know. Anyway, I really felt led to read you guys that because I kind of feel like Wilson. Like, why did he show up in my reading? And I feel like some of you feel alone, like he did. And I feel like maybe I was meant to remind you of your power. Like really of who you are, because that is who we are. And Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising, I've read for so many. I know many. And at a core level, like if you get to know someone, this is how, it's how to get things done. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like if you're feeling alone, maybe you're going to be found, like maybe you're going to be found. I don't know what that means right now, but let's find out. All right, guys. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising. Those intuitively guided. Welcome. I don't know. Your reading may be deep. It may be long, just because, well, it's probably already getting long, but I have a feeling what I read and Wilson are going to come into the reading somehow, some way. So we definitely want to look for that. Synchronicities. You know, it's so weird. I feel like I just felt like this flood of, like, in my mind, I was thinking this would be a good time for you guys to send over your, you know, those who are looking for signs during a reading. I was thinking it would be a good time to send it over, and then I felt like this rush of energy coming towards me, and it felt like, you know, hundreds of thousands of, and I know there's not that many of you, but that's what it felt like, of like, you know, your, what you're asking. So, I'm feeling it. Okay. Just take a moment. Wow. 10 of Cups. You guys know I very seldom pull, right? Very seldom. 99% of the time I shuffle them and let them come out. But something told me to pull this top card, and hello, I'm glad I did. 10 of Cups. Now, you know, let me tell you, either way we look at this 10 of Cups, because I do feel like some of you are looking at this going, well, I'm not in the 10 of Cups. I'm not even close to the 10 of Cups. This reading can be for me. And I feel maybe you're exactly who this reading's for. Because I'm feeling it like this, but I'm not feeling it staying like that. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? There's a shift. There's something. Almost like Wilson finding a home. So this is temporary. I mean, just look at that little girl. Look how open she is to the world. You know, if we could pull on that energy, because we've all been that little girl or that little boy, and that's just pure joy. You know, if we could pull on that energy, right, there. It's funny how I'm seeing the rainbow too, because last night we had a double rainbow, and I filmed it and sent it to my daughter. I don't know. I feel it. You know, I want to say happiness is coming. Excuse me, card just went flying. Look at that, the Four of Cups. No wonder I'm feeling this way. It's like, I see the Ten of Cups. I see it. I feel the joy in it. Yet at the same time, I feel like I'm outside of it. So I'm looking in. Does that make sense? Like I'm kind of like what I'm doing. It's like you're feeling like an outcast. I don't know why. Well, let's see. I have the Princess of Cups. Hmm. Yeah, it's weird, but for some reason I'm noticing like white hair on everyone. And when I think of white hair, I think of wisdom. I think of my elders. Well, I mean, hello, that would be me. But that's what I think of. My elders, those who have been there before me. And let me tell you, I feel like I feel like what part of this is you're waiting for clearly love, okay? Because I have the Princess of Cups right next to, it's all cups, it's all water. This is all emotions. Normally, beautiful emotions still are, but they're just being clouded right now. You're, mm, so, okay. I almost feel like this is somewhat like, I don't want to say a warning, even though I just said that, and it's so weird. I just noticed, like, how, I know you probably can't see it, like, how red this candle looks all of a sudden. Like, wow. You watch, my palms will be, like, super red by the end of this reading. Um, okay. What I'm feeling is I am looking at love, or I'm looking at someone, and how I expected it to be, to show up, right? How I expected it. It just wasn't like that. I feel you may have even grown up in quite a happy childhood, or maybe they did, or this is just the way you're thinking. So there's something within your expectations, and I have to say, like, very emotional, Gemini, very emotional. But within this Four of Cups, this cup being offered, this cup, I mean, it's coming directly down. Where could it be coming from? There it is. It exists. It exists. And then you have the Princess of Cups. You know, the fish jumping out. Unexpected. Unexpected offer. Unexpected, Pisces. But it's funny because it kind of feels like, if this is you, man, you're just not seeing it. Like, you're not paying attention to anything. You're not, like, you are so, I don't even want to say focused. If you're focused on, well, you're focused on your pain. But I have to say, because, I felt like that energy of like, well, I've been here before. So this may be a soul lesson, you know. This may be what's trapping you is you're expecting things, you're expecting nirvana. You want it all. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you're worthy of that. But, here we are opening with the 10 and not the 2. And I know can have many different meanings. I don't know why I feel like I need to defend myself right now. It's weird. Um, mm. So I felt someone's energy and just threw me off track. I don't know why. Maybe you are looking for the childhood you grew up in. You're looking for that type of love. Okay, let's keep going. But with the Princess of Cups here, it's showing me that it's coming. It's showing me that it's unexpected. Um, and it is showing me distance. I have to say that. So for some of you, this is about, hmm, you know, two different lands, two different towns, and it's further than that though. For those who I feel like are in separation, I don't know. It just feels further. It just feels, like it just wouldn't be that easy just to jump on a car and go there. And listen, maybe that's what part of the problem is, but only for one. Okay, let's keep going. Well, hello. So here you are. Hmm. I'm going to take a couple more cards. For some of you, I feel, yeah, well, I feel like this is someone from your past. Um, okay, well, it looks like it's them missing you. Um, you know, and it can go either way. So let's figure that, you know, let's just say that. And it probably is going both ways. I have to say that. It's probably going both ways. I don't know if everyone's connecting with someone. You know, but it's like the waves back and forth. You know, I just knew this was going to come out. Because I feel, okay, I feel, you know, Gemini, I feel both sides of the coin. And it is like someone missing someone. And on the other side, there is, okay, let me put it this way. For some of you, there's someone that you think about. And, or they're thinking of you. And listen, they want, man, it's like they want to contact you. But yet I feel the same for you, except for you, the Queen of Swords. I feel like you probably have cut this person out of your life. You know, this could possibly be a living arrangement, Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. A marriage. You know, but it is about happier times for sure. It's about, you know, feeling easy and something happened. Okay. Anyway, you know, someone, you know, I just feel like someone made a mistake. So weird because this Ace of Cups to me is really allowing me to feel the real love between these people. Oh man, but there's so much crap. There's like, it's like trying to listen to a radio station, but there's so much static, right? And you got to tune the static out to be able to really feel and hear the truth of how you feel and how they feel. But there's just so much static. I just have to say, with all this water and the Princess of Cups, you know, I don't know if they made an offer. You know, I'm saying an offer. Um, you know, I don't know if they flirted with someone else and this was the breakup of the home. I don't know if it went further than that. The one thing I do know is I feel the regret. You know, go ahead and hate me and tell me your stories. I get it. I get it. This probably is not you. And do I believe people can change? I absolutely know people are changing. We're changing every single second of every single day. We are evolving, period. I was not a good girl all my life, right? I evolved to who I am. Okay, anyway. All right, let's keep going. Let's figure this out. I have the hangman. Exactly. Exactly. And I feel this is both of you. Here's what I feel. I feel the person who hurt the two of you, um, whatever it was, because I don't want to put judgment on it, because I feel the regret, accept it or don't, completely up to you. But that's what I'm feeling. And, man, it's like they want to tell you. But, well, hello. Maybe that's why I read this story of the Queen of Swords in the beginning. Because let's face it. I mean, really, let's face it. Though we can be fun loving and everything else, you're quick witted. You're quick to come back. And I'm including myself in that, but that's not, it's not a negative trait. It's just a trait where the right person is going to love, just going to love you for that. And it's what I feel. I feel like this person gets that part of you, but also knows that part of you. And I do feel that is where their fear is at. Like, I feel like they're thinking, there's no way. I really am. I feel like they're thinking, there's no way um, you're going to say yes. But, here is this Ace of Cups right in the middle, right next to you and right next to them, right? But it's on hold. Now, listen, it's on hold, but there's nothing that can put love on hold. We can push it down, right? We can tell ourselves a lot of bad things. We can do whatever we want to do to make it feel like it doesn't exist. But if you truly, truly love someone, you're always going to love them. Doesn't mean you always have to stay in romantic love with them, but best case scenario. Let's put it that way. Okay, so we have the Fool. We have the Fool, guys. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith, going for it, getting out of your head, right? This is not about thinking it over. This is quite the opposite, to be honest. But listen, you've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of thinking. So you've already done the thinking. So we have the Fool, the new start, the, if you choose that, if they choose, if they come forward, that type of energy. It doesn't always mean jump in, right? It can mean that you want to jump in. But listen, the one thing the Fool wants to teach us, though, is, it comes into this life without baggage. So it's zero. There's no baggage. I gotta let go of whatever. So that I can just go on my merry old way, right? if I decide to take this person back, I gotta let go of the past so we can just get on to loving, you know, letting that, like letting that boil and come to the surface. Because I definitely feel like, it's, oh my God, it's like a, volcano and it wants to erupt. I know that sounds weird, but it wants to erupt. And it's love, but you're holding it still. So are they, though. However, we have the Fool, so we have a chance here if we want it. And that's what I feel like. It's if you want it. Okay, we have the Fool, and then look at that, we have the Princess of Wands. Hmm. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, I just got an image of, all right, well, let's just keep it sexual. Let's keep the feelings out of it. Now, I feel like someone's going to say that. I feel like one of you are going to say that. And I feel like you're going to say that, number one, I know you can't do that. And what I mean by that is, you'll fall right back in love. So, you're trying to trick your mind. And I get that. And it's okay, because I don't know why, I find it cute. And that's not for everyone, I know that. But it's for a few of you. And this is how, you know what I feel like? I feel like this is how you choose to just get over the past. Maybe even like you've been looking at yourself. It doesn't mean this person didn't do something. I do feel like they did. However, this separation also gave you a chance to look at yourself. So I feel like you're seeing that, maybe I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like you were wrong, but I feel like what it's saying is, maybe you came on too strong. Like maybe I could have, sugarcoated it. I don't know. A little bit more. See, like, I'm like, I don't know. Because I'm like, why? But here I feel like you're thinking, okay, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to be sensual. I'm going to, what's the word? Like, what's the word? Seduce them. And, again, there's nothing wrong with that because now, okay, who I'm talking to though, deep down you're in love with this person. So I'm not saying use someone like that. No, this is what you're telling yourself, which they're not going to say no to, right? Because, they're going to love that part of you. And maybe that part of you will stay. Maybe. You know what I mean? So like if your libido's been low or what have you, I kind of feel like what it's saying. Like be the fool, be a little careless, be a little reckless, be safe, right? But, you know, do something you would normally do. If, get sensual if you want. But, I don't know. I feel like this is, because what I feel is, again, I'm doing this to help me get to the next step. I'm telling myself that, all right, well, you know what? He or she may hurt me, so, um, but, maybe I'll just cut that part out. I don't think it matters. I think, matter of fact, for those who are already thinking that way, I think that's great, because I think what you're going to find is that part of you that's been dormant is going to stay alive now. So your passion is back. A few of you may have been worried about that, but and it is probably this person. They probably have, it's probably within their energy. Okay, why am I missing one card? Right under the hangman. And I almost feel like with the Fool and the Ten of Cups, and you in the middle here, male or female, I feel like what it's saying is you have been in this Ten of Cups, right? But you're going back into it, because he is looking back. Now, doesn't mean you're going backwards, but it's a path that you have gone down before. It's an experienced path. You won't remember that, because remember, the Fool has amnesia. Fool doesn't remember anything, Fool's like the baby. But those are where your synchronicities and your signs, because that's when you can start pulling on that wisdom of like, wait a minute, I feel like I've done this before. So consider that. Okay. One card is missing. So I have 14 up here, which is a 5, which to me a 5 is really about the present moment. So, this is the sadness part of it is going on, and I felt that. Like, I really felt it. Like, even Wilson, like, I felt like I needed to, like, pick him up and remind him that I love him, and I brought him home, and I know it's just a ball. I don't know. It called out to me. I have the Hierophant. And I have the Six of Pentacles came out with that. So I'm feeling a couple different things. Number one, I feel like some of you are waiting, here we're waiting for that highest level of commitment. The highest level of commitment. It's not even, okay, I don't mean to say commitment. I'm waiting for the highest, I want someone who has it all. I want it all, right? Like, I'm worthy of it all. And you are. And it's funny because normally I tell people to raise your expectations, but when it comes to a person to love, Gemini, it might be unreachable. So you have to think about that. Okay. And I'm thinking again Mercury, because same thing Virgo goes through. I feel like Capricorn goes through, but they go through it in a different way. But remember, like, you cut to the chase. And, I just feel like what it's saying is, this is not about lowering your expectations. But when you put limitations, limitations, when you put expectations, when you put demands, right? You know, I only want someone who has a lot of money. You know, the universe is okay, well, that's easy. You know, then you get someone's got a lot of money, but they're an asshole. Okay, well, wait a minute, universe. I want someone's got a lot of money and someone who treats me with respect. Okay? You know, you don't want them to love you. And it's not about the action, you know. I don't know. It's like I want you to think about like attracting like. Okay? Because unless you can be what you're trying to attract, you're only going to attract back what you are. What is that? What is that? That's what you need to look at. You know, because I feel like no matter what the situation, like this Ace of Cups is right in the middle. And I love this Ace of Cups. You know, I just do. And it's right in the middle. So it wants us to understand that everything on this board is coming from this. This is the root of the problem. Let's put it that way. And this is the solution. It's the problem and the solution. It's not the problem. It's the people. Okay. You know, because then we think, well, I fell in love with someone else, man. Oh, man, they're going to be just like, you know, like, how am I going to know? Like, why do we assume? Like, okay, if we don't want Jack back, then we got to stop hanging out at Charlie's, right? Where Jack is always at. Right? We got to start hanging out more at Susan's house, you know. We have to, she's positive. You know, hey, by the way, Brad comes over and, you know, he's just like the nicest person ever. So, I hope you know where I'm going with that. You know, I want to be who I want to bring in. And if I can be of my highest self, then I'm only going to bring that in. If I'm going to put expectations out there, then I better have them. You know, I better have those qualities. And many of you do have those qualities, you know. This is not about, I don't know. Okay. Okay. Anyway, Gemini, what I feel like is the saying is, man, you just gotta let your hair down. Let your hair down. Like, you know, and did I say for May? This is for June. Wow. Well, you know, really, your birthday is what, May 22nd on. So it's from that energy on, but it's just from whenever you watch it. I mean, really, that's how reading works, you know. Like, I didn't trap the energy in here. You know, it's whenever you watch it. Okay. But, you know, oh, man, I feel like I'm going to put an X rating on this, but I feel like this is also talking about pleasure. Like, allowing yourself to have pleasure. All kinds of pleasure, though. You know, not just sexual pleasure, but, pleasure. I don't know, massage and Okay, let's bring out the crystal vision. We have an 11 at the bottom. Master Year 11 equals 2. 2 can certainly talk about a new beginning, the decision over a new beginning. And we have, what, a 3 here. And we had a 5. So we have 5, 3, 11, or 5, 3, 1, 1, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5. You know, it's weird because sometimes the numbers mean something to me. And it takes me a minute, you know, I'd be like, Sometimes it'll be like the beginning of my childhood phone number, which I know, you know, I still know. I'm sure many of you do. Not mine, but your own. So, you know, that's synchronicities, and I don't know, I love that because to me it's kind of like a special meaning, right? Okay. Alright guys, I think what I want to do is, I want to just clarify this top line. Because I feel like it's telling, it feels like it's telling part of the story. You know, the one thing I could say here is healing is available to all. To all. You know, for some of you, this could be like a childhood friend. You know, it could have been a young love. Doesn't have to be, but I can see that. Alright, so we're looking at the top line. We have the moon. Card of Pisces. We have the 9 of Pentacles. You could look at that as Virgo. We have the 8 of Wands. You look at that as Leo, and then we have 10 of Cups, you know. Could be Scorpio. Could be. Doesn't have to be. Okay, what's going on here? Again, we have the 10 of Cups. Again. However, this time, we are driving into the 10 of Cups. You know, I feel like it's just giving me an explanation of what's been going on. My God, this sounds like twin flame reading I just did. Some of you might want to check that out because it might be your story in there. Because I feel here, you know, with the 9 of Pentacles here, you know, first of all, a 9 is about a journey that was going to happen, that needed to happen. You know, this is about your own foundation, building up of your own foundation, and having control of, you know, you're starting to be the master of yourself, and perhaps a master of a craft at the same time. So I have the moon behind that. And I'm going to be honest, I almost feel like this is, you know, here I am, going on, living my life, doing pretty well. Like, I'm doing pretty well, but it's like someone haunts you, right? The idea of someone. And I don't know why, I feel like it's, you know, haunting as in, why can't I stop thinking about this person, right? But yet, it's like you have control over everything else in your life. Now, I don't feel like you're out of control. What I feel like is this is like underlying energy. But then I have the 8 of Wands. And let me tell you, the Eight of Wands is about intensity, speed, quickness. Can be chaotic. But it's going into the Ten of Cups. You know, again, it's like, been here, done that. I almost feel like, you know, there's just steps. You know, it's like, I don't know. Like maybe you're skipping steps. I know why I'm saying that, because I got the 9, the 10, even got the 8. 18, 9. And if I add the moon up, it's 9, 15, 16, 17, wait. 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, it'd be 9. It'd be like 9, 9. 8, 9, 10. Okay, I don't know why I'm fixated on the number here. Oh my god, there's a 6. 6 of Swords. You know, what this feels like, Gemini, is it feels like, well, you know, it feels like what may have felt like despair starts to feel like hope. And I'm not trying to get anybody's hope up, okay? I'm really not. So that's why you want to make sure the energy fits you, right? Yet, I have to say, I feel like this person is letting hope in, like letting hope seep back in. It almost feels like it's the beginning of the journey here for some reason. And we're clarifying what the top. So here you are, or they are, you know, going about their everyday, building up that foundation, controlling, you know, not allowing things to control us and us control, you know what I mean. I don't know. Like, I'm starting to wonder if this Eight of Wands is them coming in and then, like, bam, you're right off into the bedroom. And listen, maybe you end up getting pregnant. It could happen. You know, getting pregnant, I'm stretching it a bit there, but it could happen. That'd be quick. Okay. You know, it feels like familiar energy. Whoa, excuse me, 1 second. We have the Star, card of Aquarius, coming out. Well, I'm going to do the second line. You know, I have a feeling there's a reason why I'm putting this reading out so early. I have the High Priestess and I have Justice. Look at that. You have 3 major arcanas there. 3 beautiful major arcanas. Star talks about manifesting a wish to yourself. The High Priestess is our ability to go within, to know. Again, it feels like a familiar path. whether I've walked it in this lifetime or many others, but I feel, it's almost like if I allow myself to feel it, I can feel it. Probably with this person. Perhaps some of you are doing past life regression. And then I have justice here. And justice is about making you whole again. Not making you better than, right? Making you whole again. All coming on you. All these major arcanas coming on you. So this feels like quite a special time. And it's almost like justice saying, you don't need to fight these battles. Let me fight them. Let me deal with karma and past. Let me do that. Do what you're meant to do. Manifest experience to you. When I look at justice, I think of spirit warrior. But I feel playful too. Like, I don't feel that there's anything in her, I don't know. And, you could very well be asking for justice over something, right? Yet it feels eternal. Eternal. It feels internal. Well, let's keep going. Let's find out. Yeah, it was supposed to be for the whole road, but I feel like I was talking more about you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this Ace of Cups. Oh, man. God, so many cards, but they all flipped out. So we're going to do them. We're going to do them quick. We got 6 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Page of Wands, the Emperor, 4 of Swords again, the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Pentacles, wow, and the World and the Devil. Let me see if I can get just a quick storyline out of this. I don't think it's meant to be quick though, because we're smack dab in the middle. We're right at the root. We're right at what is rightfully ours. But what do we need to do? It's like cleaning out that gutter so the water can flow. Okay, so for some of you, we're definitely talking about someone from our past. It could be someone you work with. Well, I'm just going to say this real quick. I feel like there's maybe someone who is, you may be having an affair at work, okay? You might not, you are having an affair at work. And this may have already happened though. And it's like your spouse found out, or their spouse found out. Or they ended it with them saying that. I need to end this before someone finds out. Was it the truth? I don't know. And I don't know because I'm going to be honest. So weird this is on the Ace of Cups, but it's almost like it's trying to tell somebody that you know what, and you already know this. And if it hasn't happened, you still know this. Like, you know this inside. And it's like, we gotta stop allowing ourselves to not believe what we already know. When our guts are burning, it's like, hello, pay attention, red flag, red flag, red flag. Anyways, I do feel like you may be, you know, I don't feel like you want to continue with them. Let's put it that way. Because I don't feel like you're deeply in love with him or anything like that. But you could go that direction, and I just feel like you're going to get your heart broken. And trouble that you don't need. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Hmm. Um, you guys are going to have to let me know if you just got a bouquet of flowers sent either to your office or to your home, and not for Mother's Day. Okay? Um, it kind of feels random and it's romantic. Maybe there's a card attached, maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Um, because it seems somewhat mysterious and it feels like out of nowhere. Can I say, how do I say, like, stay on that track? It's like a hound dog, like, stay on that track. Um, this could be someone from your past who sees you on social media. I do feel like that. I feel like they see you on social media, and I don't know how they get your address. But they do. And stay on that track. I don't think that, I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like part of me feels like it's happened. So for some of you, maybe it's happened. And for others, I feel like it hasn't happened. Explains the quickness for some, because we were kind of just on one storyline, but here are more storylines picking up from this ace. I don't know. I mean, is it unfair of me to say if you love a Gemini, send them flowers? Am I changing history by doing that? I don't think so. And, you know, maybe some aren't putting their name or a card, and that's romantic, but it's that'd be frustrating at the same time. Like, oh, it's so nice. Somebody's thinking about me. But then, our Gemini mind would be like, yeah, but who? And how'd they get my address? And do I have to watch out now? And calling on my friend, like, do you know? Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? So, be careful of that. If you know who you're dealing with, then you know what's right and wrong. Like, if you're dating a Leo and you don't expect that Leo to want to be front and center, you shouldn't date a Leo because that's their character. If you're dating a Virgo and you expect or you don't expect them to ask questions, dig, want the details, then you shouldn't date a Virgo. That's what you look at. because, and certain signs use this against each other. I know that. I've had it done to me a million times. Okay. Anyway. You know, it's showing me new beginnings. It's showing me paths that are meant to be. It's definitely showing me some in work. You know, I definitely feel like there's some recognition at work. And you may have a female boss, but I feel like it may move you up a notch, or two, or five. But I feel like it relieves pressure, relieves stress from you. So maybe you are financially struggling right now. By the way, is this for you? Well, you've been doing excellent work. So if you haven't been doing excellent work, then chances are no. See, there's a Gemini. You know, like you're being recognized because of what you have done. Okay. I'm going to move on. You know, I'm just starting to get so many stories there. We'd be here all night. Okay. So let's look at the hangman. Excuse me. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So, you know, when you look at the hangman, not always a negative card. The hangman, you know, it's not a negative card at all. It's about seeking wisdom, right? It's about staying in place. Um, you know, can we stay there too long? Yes, and that's what it's showing with the Eight of Pentacles. Like, you know, maybe this is you holding on to a grudge, you know, and listen, holding on to a grudge that is only affecting you. Because whatever I'm doing here just seems to be affecting me in the wrong way. Like I'm doing something. Almost like I'm unwilling. I'm unwilling to listen. I'm unwilling to communicate. But listen, that's because it's wrapped in fear. Nothing but fear. It's a Queen of Swords. Look at that. It's almost like you coming to save you. You're coming to cut the ribbons. Page of Swords. That someone is doesn't always watch their tongue. You know, want to be like the Queen. You know, it just feels like, it almost feels like you're sending in your sister, or you're calling in your sister to rescue you, but you're rescuing yourself. You know, it's probably you calling your inner self. because I have temperance with that. So here's the balance. Wow. All swords. And then temper shows up. And I feel like that's what you're saying. This is not about someone else coming in to save you. This is about you saving yourself. And what are you saving yourself from? What is an illusion? But, listen, doesn't mean something didn't happen. But you're wrapping yourself up within an illusion. Okay? You're stopping the progress of your life. Whether you take someone back or not, completely up to you, but this is you unable to forgive, unable to move on. It's showing me that. Like, I can't move from that, right? And then bam, Queen of Swords. We opened the reading talking about the strength and what she's here for. So, male or female, this is about saving yourself. This is about understanding, right? Because remember, we're getting to the root of the problem. Temperance is telling us we don't have balance within ourselves. When do things come to us? Well, when we're ready, when we can handle them. If something comes to us and it is bad, well, remember you had a hand in that. That's part of your challenge. We'll let that go. But this is, I feel like we're being asked to just keep ourselves balanced, to trust in divine timing, right? And listen, it's like the universe is working on your behalf to make you whole again. To make you whole again doesn't always have to mean another person, right? Because you don't need another person to make you whole again, even a twin flame. You're still whole, right? But what I'm really feeling is, whether this is the person coming back, I need to get out of my head. I need to look at it. I need to see if I can understand it. I need to let go of it, whether I say yes or no, because it's only affecting me. And I have a chance just to cut myself free from that, right? And it's like you cut yourself free, and look at that. Just the difference in the energy of the cards. Like freedom. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just going to say it, I do feel a little bit of twin energy here too. But I feel like you already felt that. Look at that, we have the hangman again. It's funny, we had the hangman, but look how he showed up. Reversed. And on the full. So, this is having that awakening. This is seeing my way. This is taking that step. It's a great omen. Clarity is there if you want it. It just feels like life's turning around. I love that it fell on the full. Because this is you saying yes to something, right? This is you definitely saying yes to something. Whether it's something to yourself or a lover. You have the Seven of Cups. And it's coming on the Princess of Wands. And, hello. This is what I feel. I feel for some of you, there's different options. There's different things. I feel like you're making a decision, maybe over more than one person. Seven of Cups is very playful energy, by the way. And I was feeling, very sensual on the Princess of Wands. So here I have playful and sensual energy. Whoa. Excuse me. And cards jumping. So the Five of Cups. I feel like it's saying that's, how do you move on from heartache? This way. Get playful. Don't hold yourself still, right? What's meant to be will be. Don't concentrate on what you've lost. Concentrate on what can be. Temperance is about the right time. We have to trust it. This is you living from your highest self, but this is also you receiving from there. I know that with temperance showing up. So, it's like, I narrowed my options down. I made a decision. And for some of you, it is taking this person back from the past. What am I going to say? I feel like it was meant to be. With a Strength card. Card Leo. What I love about this card, I know I said it a million times, but I love how she's in action here. She's moving, right? So she's like, all right, I tamed my demons. I gotta go. I gotta live. Is that like remembering who I am? It's like living without fear. I mean, why do we live with so much fear, right? If we truly believe in spirit, why do we live with so much fear? All right, but I love that. Harmony again. And, I'm just noticing the white here, and I feel it's in reference to this person. And I feel like it's a reference to, just like the Fool, where it's like purity, right? Doesn't mean you're pure soul so much, because you've lived life after life. You are carrying all that wisdom, right? Because for these reasons, and then to teach. So I feel like it just feels like good energy. And again, whether it's you or someone else, it's that feeling of having my shit together. You know what I mean? Like, I feel good. Not only do I feel good, but I'm ready to go. All right, I just want to see if anything else wants to come out. We have Strength, which is an 8, which is, infinity. Some things are just meant to be. Some things just aren't meant to be. Let's say two people come back together and it's just struggle after struggle after struggle after struggle. Well, then look at that. Maybe this is not someone pure of heart. At the Emperor, card of Aries. Look at that, there's that Ace of Cups again. So it is a renewal with someone. The Unknown card. Hello, Gemini. Lovers. You know, so, I mean, first of all, I have everyone here. Um, I have Libra, I have Gemini, I have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Cancer, um, Earth. I mean, it's just everybody. So, Sagittarius, Aquarius, we had earlier. Anyway, this is again wrapped around love. Again, it is the root and the solution. I know for some of you, it's someone coming back. I know, what I'm not feeling is I'm not feeling like, I'm feeling a bond, but I'm not feeling bound. Does that make sense? I feel a bond with someone, but I don't feel bound to them. Bound. This is not here. This is about a bond, love. Not, you guys know what I mean. I know you do. Okay. I feel like the Emperor is an Aries because I'm not really feeling his energy as in, I'm here as the Emperor. I feel like he's here as an Aries. And, you may have come into today's reading, one of your questions may have been, is this the person, is this the person I'm meant to be with? And, it's like your answer is yes, and it's wrapped in roses. But this is about your intuition. And you got to remember, there's free will. So you got to trust your intuition, okay? I don't know, guys. I think I'm going to leave it there. I have no clue how long this went. But Holy Major Arcanas, you know, this is showing me that June is going to be a very active month for you. Some of you, it's life-changing. But listen, everything that it's changing is great, right? Because any work you do on yourself is just working towards freedom, your own freedom, inner freedom. Um, and then, I mean, love is all over this board. So I think I'm going to leave that there. Okay. I just want to make sure there was no more, like, something that had to come out. But let me just say one thing. We started with the Ace of Cups. You received the Ace of Cups again. We have the Ace of Cups as your, the root of the problem and the solution, right? And it's coming out again. It wants you to understand this, Um, and here it does look like a beginning and an end, right? But I also feel like, it's kind of like it's telling you, kind of let go of control, the way it's going to look. Um, you know, do a check of yourself. Okay. It is, it doesn't matter what age you are here. It's like, I don't want to say common sense because it's not so much common sense, but it's more, it's a guided wisdom, okay, of your soul, from your soul. And you can pay attention to that, but you have to make that conscious effort. I feel like Gemini is saying we got to get out of our minds for the month of June. We've got to lighten our energy. We've got to have fun. Um, you know, playful. Some it's like sensual. Divine timing is coming, but what's sometimes is waiting on us. We had the hangman twice, you know. I don't know. I feel like it's showing you how this Ace of Cups is coming to you. And it's coming in a lot of different ways. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Notice how I just keep talking. I love you guys so much. Have a fantastic birthday. And, it's a little early for your birthday. I normally don't like to do them too early. But I felt a need to do yours. So, I don't know. I just felt that need. I felt you have that need. So, all right, guys. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.